All right, everyone. Welcome back to JPCE, Spiritual Talk. It's Jared Campbell. So it's a really quick video, but there are some more developments as we continue our discussion into World War III. So without further ado, let's get the screen shared over. We're going to look at two articles, a few videos, and we're going to finish getting into this discussion here about World War III. After I posted my first video, a few things kind of popped off. So let's kind of look at these. Without further ado, let's get our screen shared over. Thank you all again for following. All right. So remember this morning when we were talking about the ultimatum, right? Putin gave the EU and NATO an ultimatum, right? So here we go. So Kiev, right, rejects ultimatum. Russia, only a narrow strip of land will remain from the former Ukraine. Anyone with a brain today understood. Events are unfolding according to the disastrous scenario for you. So Ukraine rejected President Putin, the Russian President Putin's ultimatum. Russian officials reacted angrily to Kiev's expected decision. We all kind of knew this was coming, right? So let's look at this video. So let's listen to this.
Только что, отвечая на вопрос, коллеги сказали, что, вернее, он спросил, уверены ли, что не кинут? Вы сказали, конечно, не уверены. Но это в большей степени, наверное, про Киев шла речь. А про Запад, вот с ними о чем говорить, если они все время обманывают?
Про Запад еще в большей степени шла речь, чем про Киев.
А как с ними тогда о чем-то договариваться?
Президент очень терпеливый, имеющий уши да услышит, имеющий мозги да поймет. Не уверен, что там все вот так в порядке с этими органами человеческого организма, но надежда умирает последней.
Right. All right, so right here is a video of Zelensky. I'm not going to play it because you're not going to be able to hear the translation because it's not translated. But what it says is, what can I say? The messages are ultimatums. They are no different from other ultimatums he has made before. So Zelensky's talking about Putin, right? Now we see that what he is doing is revival of Nazism. This is a new wave of this Nazism, Russian Nazism. So he's talking about Putin, right? And his ultimatums. So let's listen to Pentagon Chief Lloyd Austin here.
Putin has illegally occupied sovereign Ukrainian territory. He is not in any position to dictate to Ukraine what they must do to bring about a peace. I think, that's exactly the kind of behavior that we don't want to see. We don't want to see a leader of one country wake up one day and decide that he wants to erase borders and annex the territory of his neighbor. That's not the world that any of us want to live in, and so I think he is not in my view, not in a position to dictate to Ukraine what it must do to pursue peace.
Украинские войска должны быть полностью выведены из Донецкой, Луганской народных республик, Херсонской и Запорожской областей. Причем, обращаю внимание, именно со всей территории этих регионов в пределах их административных границ, которые существовали на момент их вхождения в Украину. Как только в Киеве заявят о том, что готовы к такому решению и начнут реальный вывод войск из этих регионов, а также официально уведомят об отказе от планов вступления в НАТО, с нашей стороны незамедлительно, буквально в ту же минуту, последует приказ прекратить огонь и начать переговоры.
Right. So fears of hitting 3 NATO bases, F-35 Alphas in the Norwegian mountains, 5,000 soldiers on high alert. Stoltenberg announced. So 500,000, so 500,000 NATO soldiers are on high alert in all areas. The General Secretary of the Alliance, General Stoltenberg, announced immediately after the rejection of the Russian ultimatum by Zelensky. NATO fears a strike at one of the 3 new bases announced today that will supply weapons to Ukraine. There's also the question of the bases of the Ukrainian F-16s and the mandatory supply weapons to Kiev for the NATO member states announced by Stoltenberg. So here we go. Let's listen to him for a minute.
Today, we have 500,000 troops at high readiness across all domains, significantly more than the goal that was set at the 2022 Madrid summit. NATO has also doubled the number of battle groups on the eastern flank. Allies are also taking on larger, more demanding exercises to test our abilities. This year, Steadfast Defender included some 90,000 troops across Europe. The growing threats we face demand significantly increased capability requirements from allies.
A NATO úgy akarja segíteni Ukrajnát, hogy létrehoz egy úgynevezett NATO-ukrán missziót. Ez azt jelenti, hogy a NATO fogja koordinálni az Ukrajnának adandó fegyverek átszállítását, létre fognak hozni 3 nagy támaszpontot, ahol átadják a fegyvereket Ukrajnának, de még itt NATO országok területén, Lengyelországban, Szlovákiában, Romániában. Mi erre nem vagyunk hajlandóak. Szerintünk, ahol fegyvereket adnak át, az katonai célponttá válik az ellenség nézőpontjából, és ott bármi megtörténhet. És tehát az ukrán misszió azt jelenti a NATO felől, hogy létrehozza ezeket a fegyverkoordinációs átadási pontokat. A második, hogy a NATO tagállamok pénzt dobnak össze, hogy támogassák Ukrajna katonai erőfeszítéseit, és harmadrészt pedig kiképeznek ukrán katonákat. Van egy vita, hogy a saját területükön vagy Ukrajna területén, de a lényeg, hogy a frontra menő ukrán katonák kiképzésében közvetlen szerepet vállalnak. Most Magyarország ebben nem akar részt venni. És ezt a problémát kellett megoldani. Nyilvánvalóan van rajtunk egy óriási nyomás. 31 tagállam tol bennünket bele, hogy úgy, ahogy ők, mi is álljunk át a béke oldaláról a háború oldalára.
Good faith, but this is a proposal that actually means that Russia should achieve the war aims by also expecting or expecting that Ukraine should give up significantly more land than Russia has been able to occupy so far. So this is not a peace proposal. This is a proposal of more aggression, more occupation, and it demonstrates in a way that Russia's aim is to control Ukraine, and that has been the purpose of Russia since the beginning of this war, and that's a blatant violation of international law, and that's also the reason why NATO allies continue to support Ukraine.
All right, so let's recap. All right, so here's our recap. So there's fears of Russia hitting 3 NATO bases, right? 500,000. So 500,000 NATO soldiers are now on standby, on high alert, right? Kiev, what they do? They rejected the ultimatum sent by Putin, right? So this is a huge deal. Here's a few takeaways before we close out, right? I agree more and more with this Siberian president that we listened to the other day, right? I think it's time for people to get prepared, right? Think about how scary that is, that other countries can tell their citizens to prepare, to stock up, to get ready. Because 3 and 4 months, something could come, or in 6 months. How come we're not being told the same thing here? Or we're not being told that this is happening. Think about it. So get ready, right? Get ready for what's coming, right? Prepare any way that you can. Right? But remember, we still live our lives day by day. I still live my life day by day, right? But things are coming. Dark days are ahead. So when I say this with all honesty, there are dark days ahead. A lot of this stuff isn't being reported in the mainstream media. Right? It just isn't. You have to go to international sources in order to find out what's going on. Like I do every day. I go to these international sources. I read these sources every day to know what's going on. Right? With 500,000 NATO soldiers now on high alert, on standby. This is getting big. Kiev rejected the ultimatum by Russia. This is huge. That's all I have to say. I love you all so much. Thank you for following. Remember, get prepared for what's coming, right? Like and share out this video if you want to. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to do any of those things, but at least like and share out the video so other people can hear the information and can listen to these videos, right? Thank you all again. If there's other things you want to hear about, drop it in the comment, let me know, and we can find other videos. We can cover lots of things, right? I want this channel to be a multi-purpose channel. You know, I also teach the Bible on here. Like I said, I do a lot of Bible studies too. So I want it to be a multi-purpose channel for everyone, right? So thank you all again for following. Love you all so much. I hope you enjoy these updates. Get ready, right? Dark times are ahead. I love you all so much. I'm out.